And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing here just before halftime. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Running this one left. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Nix from the gun. Oh, man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Orchard Park. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Once again, it's Cook. They try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
Brought down by Pat Surtain. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go with Cook.
James Cook all on the air. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And the Bills.
They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
At the 28-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. P.J. Watt up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
He does a nice
It's
job
2nd
coming
and
from
8.
his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8. Allen going to give this to Davis. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's the safety telling Noah Hufanga on the tackle.
A gain of
Play 8
4
of the opening
brings up
drive
3rd
coming up,
and
and now
4.
they face 3rd down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down by about 3 yards. They wind up getting 7 on that 3rd and 4.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to Kane, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
Look out!
He'll go again with Davis. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Broncos nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, big hole left side. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 37 yards.
first and 10 at the 36-yard
One quarter
line.
in the books. 8-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw is Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard. On the ground, this is Harvey. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Again, it's Harvey.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. They'll run. And he's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Tyler Bidet. Touchdown, Broncos. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cook. Now Cook loses the football. The Broncos have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's not just the block that's creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. They'll stay on the ground. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up second.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyler Bidet. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On play action, Allen. He'll air one out to Palmer. That ball incomplete. Got got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's going to try it here again. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that'll set up fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Work in the middle, that's Harvey, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll manage only a couple. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
It's fourth down.
One final throw before the break. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Up the middle they go. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
35-yard line.
Here's Harvey. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now a give up the middle. Now they are in business. inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be third down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Nick's going to throw for it. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On the give, it's Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be close to the first down. Walking just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. They're trying to punch it in with Harvey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
On return, here comes Davis. He'll come across the 20 and take it. Down at the 21-yard line. And that is their final timeout of the second half. And of note, That means they will not be able to challenge the rest of the game. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. As they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
A run with Harvey. Good blocking to the 15. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Knicks and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2. They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll air one out for Palmer. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen now off the bootleg. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Broncos will take over possession here at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. It's an aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
pickup. And the Broncos first down.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's second and a couple. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, and pick up the first down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's a run going left, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Again, working deep downfield. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Snake, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Toss left side, that's Harvey. Room to run again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
Broncos will line up.
Here's Nix to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. He's going to look downfield once again. And the Broncos are going to take possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Draw play here for Harvey. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.